The long, hot days of summer require life hacks to help us feel cool, look good, and stay free from mosquitoes and sand. We've got plenty of tips to stay safe on the beach, plus delicious and easy DIY summer treats. Just wait till you see our edible rainbow feast. If this is your first time visiting our channel, make sure you subscribe, and while you're at it, check out our latest addition to the family, The Trendy, a cool channel for teenagers. Today we're sharing 10 summer life hacks everyone should know. Dealing with sand. A day at the beach is one of the highlights of summer, but you know what isn't a highlight of summer? Sand getting everywhere. Sure, we love the feel of soft sand between our toes, but we're not such a fan of being covered in the stuff when it's time to eat or use the phone, or do anything other than lie still. So we pack a certain thing for every beach trip to help deal with this irritant, and it's really easy to find. Just look in the baby toiletries aisle. Yes, baby powder is the best beach hack for removing sand. Simply sprinkle a generous amount over your hands and feet, and then you'll be able to get the sand off easily. The way it works is by removing the moisture, thus making everything that much easier to brush off. If you prefer to use something more natural, then you can try cornstarch instead. As for sand gathering in the bottom of your beach bag, we've got a solution for that as well. Use a mesh bag and you'll find the fine grains of sand slip through the tiny holes at the bottom, so you won't have to take half the beach home with you. Nobody wants to spray sand all over the floor when they empty their bag after a beach day. And with this tip, you'll have left all the grains exactly where they belong. Valuables in disguise. Summertime involves spending a lot of time at big public spaces like the beach or the park, and chances are you're going to want to leave your stuff unattended at some point. Perhaps the sea is calling you, tempting you in for a swim, or maybe your friends are literally calling you to get involved in a game of frisbee. Whatever your activity of choice, you're probably not going to want to schlep your phone, keys, and wallet with you, particularly if you're getting in the water. So keep these valuables safe by hiding them in a secret place. People who are on the lookout for valuables to steal aren't going to expect a suntan lotion bottle to contain a stash of treasures, so that's the perfect place to put them. Thoroughly clean out an empty suntan lotion bottle and pop your valuables in there, or wrap them inside a clean diaper. No thief is going to poke through what they assume is a dirty diaper, but take heed that some environmentally minded person might assume it's trash and throw it away. So always pick your secret hiding place with care. You can even buy a fake tan-safe suntan lotion bottle if you'd rather not go down the DIY route. We are very excited to show you our new platform, the Premium. Get early access to thousands of videos from your favorite channels, including The Taco, The Things, The Trendy, and The Richest. It's all in one place with ad-free browsing. Sign up to the Premium for free by clicking the link in the description and get ready to binge watch just one more video. Protect your smartphone. We've already seen how to protect valuables like your smartphone from being stolen, but what about protecting it from the elements like sun, sand, and sea? You might not realize it, but if your phone overheats, that could damage the battery and internal circuits. So make sure you store it away in the shade, but if it does get too hot, don't put it in the refrigerator or freezer. Just let it cool down gradually instead. If sand gets inside your phone, the sound quality and electronics could be compromised. You can pop in a headphone jack plug to help cover the obvious gaps. As for water, the best line of defense is a waterproof cover or pouch, or a waterproof screen cover, but all that expensive kit can add up. For a low-cost option, put your phone in a Ziploc bag. Tucking it away in a plastic bag will guard it against moisture and sand. Once you get home from your beach day, make sure you take the time to clean your phone with a wipe specially designed for electronics. Sunscreen and bug spray will make it slippery, and therefore more likely to slide from your hands and smash on the sidewalk. Natural highlights. The extra sunshine in the summer can help you lighten the color of your hair, and you can speed up this process with a little citrus help. Lemon juice is a natural way to get highlights. It's also very cheap too. You're best off using the juice from actual lemons rather than bottled lemon juice, as that contains preservatives that aren't good for your hair. Cut the lemons in half and squeeze out the juice, straining out any pips or pulp. Mix 2 parts lemon juice to 1 part water and pour it into a clean spray bottle. Give the bottle a good shake to mix up the ingredients and then spray your hair where you want the highlights. You might want to apply all over or just focus on a few strands. If you want to get really precise, dip a cotton ball or bud in the lemon juice and water mixture so that you can apply it in a more controlled way. Then get out in the sunshine to activate the properties in the lemon juice. Sit in the sun for about an hour for 3 to 4 sessions over the course of the day. Make sure you protect your skin by wearing sunscreen on any uncovered parts of your body, or keep everything except your hair in the shade. Rinse out the lemon juice and wash and condition condition your hair as normal. Et voila! Natural highlights courtesy of lemon juice and sunshine. Cupcake cases. There are certain issues we all face in the summer, like popsicles melting too fast and dripping down the stick onto our fingers. That sticky sensation is not what anyone is hoping for when they unwrap their sweet treat. But there's a simple solution to stop those drips, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen cupboard amongst your baking equipment. It's the humble cupcake case. All you have to do is poke a hole in the middle of the case with the bottom of your popsicle stick. Then push the cupcake case to sit underneath your ice treat with the sides pointing upwards, and it will act as a drip catcher. If you're not a cupcake baker but you are a coffee drinker, then you can try using coffee filters to do the same job. If you have a stash of cupcake cases and you're now keen to use them for more than just catching popsicle drips, we've got another summer use for them. Turn them the other way around with the sides pointing downwards, and then they become DIY drinking protectors. Place one over your soda can or your glass and it will stop bugs and wasps getting into your drink. To save you having to remove it every time you want to take a sip, simply stick a straw through the middle of it and you can keep your drink permanently protected. Ice-cold drinks. We usually associate summer with high temperatures, and that means we look for ways to cool down our drinks as quickly and conveniently as possible. We've got a few hacks to help you make the perfect ice-cold drink. First up, it's the water bottle hack. Fill a bottle half full with water and lay it on its side in the freezer. Once it's turned to ice, you'll have all that space on the other side of the bottle to fill with water, and the ice will cool it quickly from the bottom to the top. Next up, we've got an iced coffee hack. Keep your iced coffee cool without diluting it by freezing coffee in an ice cube tray. These coffee ice cubes will keep your beverage cool without watering it down when they melt. Or you can freeze grapes and place them in your wine for a non-diluting alternative to ice cubes. Our fourth hack has to do with super fast cooling down. Fill a bowl with a 50-50 mix of water and ice. Add a small handful of salt. Submerge your sealed juice bottle or soda can in the salty ice water and rapidly stir it. After just a couple of minutes, it will have cooled down. Make sure you let carbonated drinks settle before you open them. And finally, there's the wet paper towel hack. Wrap a bottle in a wet paper towel, put it in the freezer, and it will chill in just 15 minutes. Frozen aloe vera cubes. Summertime equals a lot of time spent in the sun, and no matter how carefully we apply sunscreen, sometimes we still get a little patch of sunburn somewhere. After sun lotions are a great way to deal with this, but there's a DIY version too that's effective and cheap. You'll want to get your ice cube tray out again, as you'll need it to freeze some aloe vera gel. This thick plant stores water in its leaves, so it's known as a brilliant skin soother. Its antibiotic properties also aid healing. That's why you'll often see it listed as an ingredient in after sun lotions. So it makes total sense to combine this plant's gel with the comforting nature of ice. Aloe vera ice cubes can help give a cooling sensation alongside healing and soothing properties. Just be sure not to put the ice cubes directly on your skin, as they could stick and then give you a burning sensation. That's the opposite of what you're looking for. You're better off wrapping them loosely in a thin dish towel or paper towel and then gently rubbing them over the affected area. You can also use an aloe vera ice cube to help deal with bites from bugs. Wrap it in a paper towel and leave it on the bite for up to 10 minutes. It will temporarily numb the area and help control the redness and swelling. DIY mosquito candles. Speaking of those pesky bugs that go hand in hand with summer, we've got another hack to help deal with them. Make your own citronella candle and you'll stand a better chance of keeping mosquitoes away. Citronella oil is extracted from a grass related to lemongrass and is a well-known mosquito repellent. It's used in many commercial bug sprays and is a great choice if you want to use a natural alternative to all those chemicals you can buy to discourage mosquitoes. Once mosquitoes smell the scent in the air, they'll keep away. Sure, you can buy these types of candles, but they're often scented synthetically. That means they often don't work. To make your own, stick a pre-made wick to the bottom of a mason jar with hot glue or sturdy tape. Keep the jars warm in the oven on its lowest temperature. Melt your wax in a double boiler or in a mixing bowl sitting on top of a pot of boiling water. Once it's become clear liquid, add citronella essential oil and not the fuel version. Stir in 3 drops for each cup of wax. Pour into the warm jars using a pencil or chopstick to keep the wick centered. Once it's cooled, trim the wicks to half an inch, 1 centimeter high. If you're interested to learn more about essential oils that keep other kinds of insects away, you should look into peppermint oil to deal with ants, eucalyptus for ticks, and patchouli to ward off fleas. DIY ice cream sprinkles. Actual bona fide chefs have investigated how to use Oreo cookies in lots of different ways, and our favorite option for summer is DIY sprinkles. Rather than buy an actual Oreo ice cream, just add crushed cookies to the top of regular vanilla. You can make this much fancier than that old technique of placing cookies in a sealed bag and hitting them with a rolling pin. Remove the cream center first, and then break up your cookies into a clean pepper mill or spice grinder instead. You then have a cool way of grinding Oreo sprinkles over ice cream or even popcorn. If you're not a fan of Oreos, you can use whatever cookies your heart desires. You can also make your own favorite flavor of ice cream by simply adding these ingredients to vanilla. Or are you looking for a way to serve your usual tub of ice cream in a special yet simple way? Turn your circular pint tub of ice cream on its side and use a sharp knife to cut through it. Then make a cut further down, creating a disc of ice cream. Place this on top of a round cookie, peel off the packaging from the outside of the ice cream disc, and then place your other cookie on top. And there you have it, a homemade ice cream sandwich. You can keep your tube of ice cream soft by storing the container in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. Rainbow treats. We're of the firm opinion that everything tastes better in rainbow colors, and in summertime you'll want that rainbow to be in iced form. So what better way to brighten up a plain glass of drink than with ice cubes in an array of rainbow colors? It's so simple to DIY and yet so effective. All you have to do is add food coloring to a jug of water and then pour into an ice cube tray. Use different colors to get that rainbow effect. That will give you individual hues, but what if you want a rainbow of shades all next to each other in one cold treat? Then you'll want to make a rainbow popsicle. You'll have a frozen fruit, yogurt, and water base for each layer, and then you'll add blended ingredients to make each color. Think frozen strawberries for red, frozen mangoes for orange, spinach for green, spirulina and frozen pineapple for blue, and beets with frozen raspberries for magenta. By using thick frozen ingredients, you'll be able to layer them on top of each other in a popsicle mold without the colors blurring together. Pop in sticks and then put them into the freezer. Our final rainbow treat is a colorful drink. Line up different shades of freeze pop ice poles allowed to melt, and then stick your straw in each one for a rainbow taste sensation. Delicious! Do you have any other summer life hacks to share? Let us know in the comments, and please give this video a big thumbs up.